So, you're interested in Steamworld Quest, but you want to know how the card-based combat works? I'm the TheFlannelFox, Tim Swiernik, and here's everything you need to know about the card-based combat in the new Steamworld RPG, Steamworld Quest. If you like this video, please subscribe, follow me on Twitter at TheFlannelFox and on Twitch at TheFlannelFoxGamer. In Steamworld Quest, you have 3 characters in play at any point, once you acquire them in the main storyline. And each character has 8 cards in their deck. At the beginning of each turn, 6 cards are randomly drawn to choose from, and out of these 6 cards, you choose 3 of them to play for that turn. Your opponent plays 1 card per player, unless they're a boss or a similarly high-powered character. There are 3 different types of cards to play. 1, a strike card, which is any basic attack card. 2, an upgrade card. Upgrades are just buffs. They raise your attack, give your allies a shield, things like that. 3, a skill card. Skill cards can be anything from healing an ally to special attacks. These require steam pressure, which we'll cover later on. You can replace 2 cards in your deck per turn, which I would recommend not to forget. Sometimes getting a great hand and playing it quickly because you're so excited, you have to stop and remind yourself that you have to set up for your next turn. Now on to steam pressure. Steam pressure is a system in Steamworld Quest that you have to use in order to play skill cards. You generate points by playing attack or upgrade cards, with each card played generating 1 steam pressure point. Now let's see this in action. Armely's Brave Buster, a powerful melee attack, requires 2 steam pressure points to play. So I'm going to use 2 heroic strikes, which give us 1 steam pressure point each, then finish off with my Brave Buster. If I try to play my Brave Buster first, it won't work because I haven't generated those points yet. This system is incredibly important to understand and to use to your advantage, because if you don't have steam pressure built up, you could potentially end up with a handful of cards that you cannot play. Also, saving up your steam pressure points allow you to perform more powerful skills. A good way to get ahead of this is to use attack or upgrade cards in the beginning of your battle. Generally, for my first 2 or 3 turns, I try to end off with more steam pressure points than when I began that turn. Furthermore, if my first draw of cards turn up something like Cleave, which requires 4 steam pressure points, I'll discard it, because I won't be able to play it, and even if I could, I want to save my points for later in battle when I already have a decent amount of steam pressure built up and I've weighed my options better. Certain cards deal elemental damage, and depending on your character, you can use this to your advantage. If you press pause mid-battle, you can view detailed information on battle participants, which shows you what elements they have high defense against, are weak against, and if they have any active effects. Checking this once you've poisoned an enemy, for example, will show you how many more turns the enemy will be poisoned for, which you can also use to check on your own characters. A great way to turn the tides in battle is to use the amazing combo system. When playing 3 cards by the same character in one turn, it will activate a 3-card combo, which allows you to play that character's combo card. With this current setup, playing 3 cards with Armely, it activates a 4th combo card called Lion's Card, which gives me some extra health and performs 1 additional attack. Later in game, I had an amazing combo card with another character that poisons all of the enemies on the opposing team, which I had to say was my favorite. Now, these combo cards are linked to weapons, so as you progress through the game, the merchant will have multiple weapons per character that you can choose from, all with different combo skills. While 3-card combos will typically give you the strongest result, you can also perform multi-character combos, which on certain cards you'll see an icon of another character's head, letting you know that you can perform a combo with them, making this card stronger. Now let's see how this works. I'm going to use Galeo's Gigaton Punch, which has Armely's combo icon. I'll play a card from Armely first, which activates a combo, and then the Gigaton Punch will deal more damage. So keep this in mind when building your decks and your team so that you can use this to your advantage when against a tough enemy. As you can buy new weapons from the traveling merchant, she also allows you to craft new cards and upgrade existing cards. For each of these, you'll need a lot of materials, which you can buy from the merchant, but you find a lot during regular gameplay, so you should be okay unless you're really splurging. However, I recommend exploring the maps because more often than not, it'll lead you to a treasure chest containing gold, crafting materials, or new cards that you won't be able to find anywhere else. When upgrading cards, I recommend upgrading your attack and upgrade cards that you use most frequently, the reason being that you'll always have to play these cards in order to build up your steam pressure. So when using 3 heroic strikes that you'll have to use anyway, you might as well use heroic strikes that have been upgraded to deal additional damage. From time to time, one of your characters will fall in the thick of battle, and while they'll be out of play the remainder of that particular fight, they will automatically revive with 1 health at the end of that fight. So you can use your recovery items to revive your character back to life in battle if you are really getting your butt kicked, but it counts as one of your cards played for that turn. My last tip, oddly, is the first part of every regular battle in Steamworld quest. As you're exploring the world, you'll see enemies, but the battle doesn't begin until you bump into them, which gives you the opportunity to attack them once beforehand, starting your enemies off with a little less health. Obviously, you want to do this, but don't rush it. Enemies rarely charge at you, so you can take your time and wait for them to turn their back to you, then press ZR R2 to rush in and swipe them. While it's not the most honorable move, it sure is effective. Furthermore, as this game has Dark Souls-style statues that refill your health and save the game when you rest at them, it also respawns all of the regular enemies that you've defeated. So if you're stuck in an enemy-ridden area, keep this in mind that you can also just run around enemies. Just move to the farthest in the opposite direction when passing them, running. And it may just get you to that tough battle that you've been working toward with full health on every character. This will work most of the time, but if it doesn't, grinding is always good, and since you level pretty fast in level relevant areas, this will also get you battle ready for that next boss. I hope this walkthrough and tips of the battle system in Steamworld Quest has helped you get your bearings or helped you decide if this game is up your alley. If you do try any of these tips that I've outlined, please let me know in the comments section if they helped you or if they didn't. If you're stuck in an area, please let me know and maybe I'll be able to help you out. Or if you want to pop by and just say hi, please do. Also watch my full review of Steamworld Quest for the Nintendo Switch. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, TheFlannelFox. Follow me on twitch.tv/TheFlannelFoxGamer and on Twitter @TheFlannelFox. Be sure to follow and subscribe because the more followers and subscribers I get, the more codes I get, which means I make more videos. Thanks for watching my videos, and as always, see you next time, Switchers.